Good evening. My name's Brad Croak, and I'd like to thank everybody for the support they're showing tonight and the viewers at home. I've been a member of Westbrook for 3 years now, and I've been a member of private golf clubs for the last 40 years, over 6 of them. I came up through the ranks in the grocery business as well. I started the first non-union refrigeration company in Southern California, one of the largest, where we did work for Albertsons, Safeway, Price Club. We not only built them, but we serviced them. And what I mean by that is that where you guys buy your frozen food, your meat, all your perishable groceries, that's what we did. From there, I retired and went to the Northwest, started another company where I did work for Fred Meyer's, Albertsons, Costco's, Safeway. Fred Meyer's up there is owned by Kroger, which is Fry's here. After I got done with that company, I retired again and I went to work. I was asked to consult for Emerson Corporation. Emerson was worldwide. They asked me to come in and do work for Safeway across the United States. And what I did for them is I went in and I made sure that their refrigeration racks ran efficiently, but more importantly, we saved them money by energy efficiency. And we could show that payback in the grocery business at a month at a time. So when we went in there and made changes, the stores on an individual level saw the savings within the next 60 days of what we did. So I would believe that I would be an asset to the club from the standpoint of my business standpoint of running companies and how I managed them and what I've accomplished. After I got done with that, I retired again, and I came back and I just finished doing every store in Arizona, Albertsons and Safeway, for the EPA for refrigerant tracking. I just can't seem to get out of the grocery business. It's been good to me for all these years, and I've been fortunate. I've been on 2 golf course committees, one at Chaparral Pines in Payson, Arizona, and the other one at the Rim. Both were different being on the committees because we worked for developers, and the developers had different ways of looking at things. But I spent 2 years at the Rim and 2 years at Chap. Before the Rim changed hands, I was asked to be on the finance committee because during the downturn of golf, all golf courses were in trouble, and so were we, and it was tough. I think that was one of the toughest things I'd done on a committee, was have to suggest some of the choices that we had to make to try to keep the club open. One, we had to close the restaurants. That didn't make anybody happy. We had to close hours of play. I had to take the head professional, and it was me personally that had to give him a $30,000 a year cut in pay. He was a friend. That was tough to do. And finally, we had to tell the board that we couldn't afford the club, and that we had to give the club to Steve Loy and to Phil Mickelson. So I believe that I've got the experience to help this board. I believe that the board that we've had has done a great job. We wouldn't be here if the board hasn't been successful. But I also believe we need some changes. And changes what's going to be good for this club. And some of those changes are, I'd like to see our staff be more user-friendly when they're out with us, the members. I'd like to see the 18-hole ladies, the 9-hole ladies, where they're playing with a head professional. Okay? We need the support of our pro staff. And I just believe that if I'm elected to the board, that I'm looking at making a better tomorrow for this club than it is today, and we already have a good club. And I also want to thank the existing board for what they've done, because it's a lot of hard work. It's not a hobby to them. This is a multi-million-dollar business that needs business decisions made every day that we don't see as members. We see it as an enjoyment and a hobby. And this is a business, and it's a big decision. Thank you.